being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Select 20.
50 seconds to Mike. Switch up, switch up.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Steelers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
61.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Crabtree, the intended receiver. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here we go. 180.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Hey, gun.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
21.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes the 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got this.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
Here we go. 21.
Switch.
Greystone, Travis.
Joker. Check.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He finds some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Niners are able to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Black 20. Alert.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 43.
Black.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Freeman. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I'm on. Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Game, baby.
That! 180!
Mike 54.
Snickers!
Check safety. Check your hot read.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Sponge.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Block 80!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Jack 16.
Let's make these babies.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 13.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be
11. 10.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day.
Hey, Charlie. Go ahead.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know you feel that.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 180.
Double tight. Everyone, you got 4 down. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. That's the one.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try?
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Hey,
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Black 80.
Ricky. Mark 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the leg.
Breida, he'll try the right side.
Switch.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mike's 50. Bandit.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, orbit.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, gun.
55, Mike, 55.
Get hot.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
I'm going back to you. Double up.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah.
1-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Lock. Get hot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's get that ball. Check. Here we go.
On first down, it's Freeman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on second down, Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Strong right. Out. 3 down.
Hey, alert. Hey, gun.
Get your swerve on.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now this throw complete to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming.
Smooth.
I'm coming. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". On the ball.
Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Safe.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Mike's 50. Watch the out.
Under 10. 65.
It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
13. I got this.
Motion.
Blue draw quarters.
Mike's 50. Let's go one more.
21. Here we go.
Mike's.
Hey, foxtrot.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, there's a little bit more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Makes the score Niners 42, Steelers 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he finds McDonald. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run again with Samuels on 1st down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
That good for 22 and a first down.
But sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
20.
Here we go.
12.
36.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Niners 49, Steelers 17.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Like 20.
Bring it up. It's a game of 23 yards.
4 down.
And a Steeler first down.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Snickers.
Check three.
On second down, Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Shift.
Jack 16. X3. 218. Chopper.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check. Crunch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Showing it.
Alert.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Right now. Block 80. No bell.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Check 52.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Check 9. Let's go, buddy.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense